Welcome back to Anno 1800, where the pirates, especially in the New World, are definitely keeping me on my toes. It's important for us to have quite a bit of frigates there, and you know, they've even killed one of my ship. It was this ship over here that was going from the island we're looking at now over here. So I'm gonna need to keep more frigates on this side, is the point. And instead of having a clipper do this route, now I have a frigate too. So hopefully, you know, it will be also harder to kill. Just killed another one there. What is that? A letter. Okay, this is not that important. We'll keep it inside. And yeah, as I said, I think what we're gonna do is put basically 2 frigates here in between my 2 islands. And that should be good. That should be good. We do have quite a lot of frigates there, so it should be fine. I also see a couple of missions. So as always, let's start them. An escort quest. Okay, that means we're gonna need to fight, but why not? Here it is. Yeah, let's take these ones. They're not too far. They're not too far. And that gives us a chance also to look quickly at our island there. Is that an Artisan? No, it's obreros, yes. Okay, and we have another one on this side, which is actually delivering how much? 70 bread. Okay, I didn't start that. I didn't start that. Because today we're gonna focus more on the old world. Between the end of the last episode, which of course you can find in the video description below, and the beginning of this one, I did do a bit of expansion here. You can see basically this whole piece there is new. Because we knew we needed to expand by quite a lot. I moved a lot of the production that used to be there. They are now all here. And we did add something here too. But before, I want to also show you that I also took out all of the fisheries. Now I've made a fishery corner over here, including also some modded storages. They only give 25, but they're very small. So I can fit quite a lot there. And yeah, we have basically fisheries on this side. I added a lot of wood on that side, so that's how we have now a lot of space here. And the other thing we deleted was I had quite a lot of these, I always forget all they're called, kiln, where are you here? Charcoal kiln, right, that give you coal out of trees, but it takes a lot of space. So instead, now we move to open pit coal mine. This is really literally next door. And you see it there, it's only 20 workers for a production cycle of 15 seconds. So it is really good because this one is actually a 30-second cycle for 10 workers. Right? And again, this takes, I mean, it is a big building, but it doesn't take as much space as this whole thing around. Right? So I put 2 of these there, and with that, we are making, if I'm not mistaken, enough of the coal now. Here it is, we're making enough coal. On the other hand, we're probably not making enough of many of the basic resources now that I've expanded the city a lot, including upgrading a lot of my workers now to artisans. So that we've unlocked the second artisan-specific resource, the sewing machine. So we have now the canned food and the sewing machine to do. The last one, the university, is at 1,500 artisans. So we're gonna need even more than this. If we look at happiness, we still need all of the basic happiness, but we also have the variety theater and now the rum from the new world. So we're gonna be able to bring the rum from the new world. The variety theater is actually over here. It costs 10,000 of money, 30 timber, 50 bricks, 40 of the steel beams, and 40 of the windows. So it's a good thing that, remember, we have started to make windows a long time ago on this island over here. So I've been able to send some to basically to my other island. This is what we're doing over here. Let's send a bit more. I've been sending resources manually like this to make sure we can support the development of this island. And yeah, let's build the variety theater that will help me make even more money. And I think we're also going to try to upgrade all of these to the artisans. And I think they're blocked because the closest market is pretty far. Now we can build a new market, or what we can do is we can go to the paved road. If we look at your worker over here, your first one that you get is a paved road, where instead of just using money, it's also going to use bricks. But the good thing with that is it expands the range of service buildings. So if we look at these guys now, yeah, it's getting perfect market coverage. So that's great. We're going to put them all, as I said, to workers first, and then we can put them to artisans. And then it's going to be about making sure we're producing enough of all of these, and also start those 2 new productions. And additionally, also bring, of course, the rum. So let's check that out. If we look at the rum, oh, this is not a lot at all. Okay, that's great. Because, yeah, if we look at all of my islands, that means I'm still producing enough. Cool. So we do need a ship, though, to be able to do that route. I'm thinking maybe we use again a frigate rather than a clipper, just in case there is pirates on the way. And let's not forget about the 70 of bread. But yeah, let's use maybe one of these frigates here. You're going to start there where we're making this from. There may not be a lot in reserves because we're also sending rum to the other island now, and that's okay. Send it there. Now, for a ship that needs to do such a long travel, we may want to tell him to wait for the goods, like basically to be full of the goods before they move on. So yeah, maybe we say wait until you have 100 before you go and do this travel. Otherwise, it's going to do the travel really kind of empty-handed. Okay, what else? As I said, maybe let's do the 70 bread before we forget. We can deliver maybe all of this, yeah. And actually, I'm gonna use again, I think, let's see, is there, yeah, there is a frigate there. Let's just buy it. And send there, and you're going to send the bread to the new world. So let's go up. Bread, where are you? Here. Oh, we don't even have 70. That's a problem. I need one more. Okay. Oh, here it is. ISO. Quick. 70. That's exactly what we need. Let's send it to Manola for now. So that means we probably need indeed more bread. Let's look. We're actually not fine. We're fine on water, but we're not fine on fish. So let's add potentially one more. I'm gonna see if I want to put it here. Let's go into blueprint mode. So it feels like we're gonna need to put one more here, and then maybe we can hit one. Yes, here, there, okay. So that means then there's gonna be probably a road that's needed here. Okay, yeah, that's probably something like this. We need a road here. I hope I'm not blocking this guy. We'll see. We can come out. We can make that clean like that. And I guess there will be enough space for some there, yes? Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is that enough now? Yes, it is. Okay, schnapps is also enough, barely, but so maybe we'll increase it after. Horse is not enough. Work clothes is not enough. Okay, so there's so many things that are not enough. But before I do this, maybe let me just upgrade these guys. Unfortunately, these ones are missing bread. So I really need to fix the bread, but first... Oh, where is the queen? Her Majesty the Queen seems to have vanished, and no official statement has been released as yet, but Her Majesty's stewards, the Archibald Blake, appeared frantic. This is the quest for... where is it? Here. This is a quest for the Cape Trelawney. Let's not do it right now. We also have, Mbesa and many others, and we also have this. What is that? We need to deliver. I forgot Okay, so yes, this is great for new regions. Let's focus first a bit on our current region. So we said horses, we need more. Let's move that here and just, oh, she wants to cancel our trade routes unless we pay 70,000. I mean, we do have a lot of money, so let's just pay it. And actually, maybe we try even to get him. It's probably gonna ask quite a bit of money. Let's see if we can flatter him. Ah, that didn't work. He's at 80%. Does he want non-aggression pact? No. Oh, his military is way too strong, so he doesn't want to become non-aggressive. But anyway, okay. Let's add the 2 modules here. Who is at war? It is still Lady Margaret at war with... I guess it was maybe the pirates. Anyway, moving on. So we said war clause, which was all of this here, yeah. Okay. Huh, this is not very well organized, I guess. So let's go. Can add one more here, which means we're also gonna need to upgrade probably a couple of other productions to match this. But let's check it out. We are now okay there. Yes, yes. Potatoes, very close. This is crazy. We already have so many of these buildings, you can see, but we need even more. And maybe it's a good time also to organize them cleanly into a block. Like, yeah. Up. Up. Okay. And done. And we put, maybe the services just to make sure it doesn't catch fire. Oh, that works well. Oh no. 1 tile difference would have been great. Do I need... No, I mean, I don't really need it. It is connected to both sides. Okay, so we build that one. Let's be a bit OCD and align all of them. Okay, they're all now nicely aligned. Good, so that should be enough. Oh, not yet? Oh no, it is not enough. We need 2 new ones, okay. Now it is enough. Sausage, also not enough. So let's go. We're gonna need some slaughterhouses. And again, here we're probably gonna try to start organizing this nicely. I do remember I had a pretty cool stamp for that one. Was it this one? Yeah, I like that one a lot. It was pretty cool. Maybe we start using it. It's a nice rectangle. Up. So here. It does not have the services, but it has everything else. Okay. Why couldn't I build? Oh, we're low on bricks, but we're going to delete these guys here. So it should be fine. We had also another type of slaughterhouse that provides... Is it providing more, if I remember correctly? So anyway, right now we're using the basic ones. Let's see how we're doing on that production. Yeah, we're producing enough. Cool. What else? Then it's bread, right? We need to increase the bread production. Soap is enough at least, so that's good. Tools is enough. Beer may not be enough, it's on the other island. Okay, bread. And we also have stamps. Maybe it is indeed a good time to start using these stamps. It's a pretty big one though, because of the fields. Doesn't fit. Okay, so we won't use that, and instead maybe we just add over here more. So let's go. we're gonna put 2. We probably will need that. Oh, we are low again on bricks, and we're starting to be low on workers workforce too. So let's start upgrading more, which means we're gonna need more. So some of those productions, but it's not surprising. Let's see here. We have wood. I'm actually looking more for bricks. Yeah, tons of bricks there. Great. Okay, good. Cost money, of course, to do it. Ah, we finished the quest in, I think it was in the New World. Speaking of which, let's do a quick check in the New World. How are we doing? We have 3 ships protecting Manola. We have some ships waiting there. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. That is bad. So basically, this guy is trying to get the rum, and we told him to wait. But now that means all the other ships are blocked. Oh. Oh no, there's only 2. Where are we? Oh, this is on the sides of Manola. So I have some ship there, but they're a bit far. Damn. Oh, he wants to potentially give us a ceasefire, but he's asking a lot of money for that. I don't think you're in a position to ask for anything, my guy. So go away. I'm not even sure what those ships here are doing, to be honest. You are a bit destroyed, so I think you will go back home. Oh, that's cool. Damage for torpedoes from cannon, liberator, so it's a great one to defend, let's say. And here it is. We also have 2 there that are... Oh, no, this one is the one that needs to go to... but he's gonna need to pass through tough water to get there, right? He needs to go all the way here. So maybe what we'll do is say go here first, and then you can go there. So try to avoid many of the enemies. We are ready to hand over there. Yeah, you can do that one. You can do a collection, which is in the middle of nowhere, so we'll need to send some ships. Maybe we send 2 of these. Right there. Okay. And you 2 are going to go back to protecting the entrance of Manola. So this is one of the good and bad things I feel with Anno 1800. There's always so many things you should be doing. So yes, going back here, we need to make sure we build one of these. Where are you? Yes. Yeah, we have the money, so let's do this. Maybe let's build 2. That way there is new places for these ships to do, right, trading. So for example, this guy here is gonna deliver some guacamole, right? Not a lot, because we're probably full at this point. And he can potentially also take some rum, but there's no rum to be taken, so he's going away. This guy here is doing the same with those 3 resources. This is his escort, and this is the ship that delivers resources across the board. Okay, you're going to deliver that. You can stay there for when we need to upgrade. And yeah, this one is slowly but surely getting more rum. When it gets to 100, it will go back to the old world. Speaking of the old world, let's continue upgrading, and for that we need to deliver these resources. Right, I see another mission here. You may be saying, okay, now at this point I could stop doing the mission, and I definitely could stop doing the mission for the money. I feel like we have enough money at this point, but I'm still doing them more to try to keep my reputation with these 3 stars AI as high as possible. Right? Okay, so yes, let's upgrade these 3 here. Now I think we are getting to a pretty good number, 800. That's probably still not enough for, because this is only going to give 4 artisans and 2. We could potentially also unlock like We have the bomb bin here. That is already unlocked. Ah, that's the only thing unlocked? Okay. It's not a lot. That's not a lot. We'll need more. Let's continue with my bread in the meantime. Okay, so I think we'll need probably a warehouse here too. We have not a lot of space. We can't fit the modded police, but we can fit, I think, the modded fire station. Yes. Okay, so that probably is creating now enough bread. We said we're fine with this beer, so let's check the beer. If I take all of these, oh no, we're producing enough beers, but somehow we're not producing enough tool. Okay, who needs tools and is not getting tools? The hop one probably. Yes. Okay, we'll fix that later on. We're good on all of the military things, and so yeah, rum. So we can start moving now to these guys here, the new foods. Now, so for canned food, we have two choices actually. Oh no, and sorry, my bad. I go a bit fast. I was only looking at the consumer goods. We are gonna need to make sure also the kind of intermediary ones are enough before, but maybe I'll do that offline, because again, this is just building one more of each of these, and building probably a bit more of wheat, and actually, yeah, and maybe a bit more of potatoes. But that's not really new, so I'll do that offline. What is new is, yeah, we have the canned food here, where we can give them canned food, and for that, this would be 4 artisan and 10 coins, or we can say we're going to give them instead the sardines. Why is that blocked? Interesting. Okay, it says it's blocked, but somehow, or maybe it's for these guys. Oh, okay, it's for these guys, it's not blocked. So we can give them instead the sardines if we want. And you know, it's a pescatarian production, so it should be, no, I don't see it here. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Huh. Okay, I don't see it. Oh, here it is, but it's blocked. So I guess we need to get to 900 artisans to unblock it. Let's just wait a few more. And it is. So we have the sardines, which would take olive oil. Okay, we don't have olive oil on this island, but I think we have it on the other island. And it may seem a bit easier than that one here, because that one does require also the artisanal kitchen, which requires quite a few things here. But we'll probably do both for the fun of it. It is a couple of minutes later, and the city has even grown further at the bottom here. And we are, more importantly, giving the canned food and the sewing machine. And I think we've also started to give, oh no, we haven't started yet the sardines, but I've done the production, so hopefully it comes very quickly. It comes very quickly. We are not yet at the point of the university, but that's gonna come very soon, so I'll show you that in a second. Now first, let's review a bit the city. As I said, I used this opportunity to also kind of improve a lot, because there was a lot of messes. So for example here, this is now a lot of my farms with different modules. We have, you know, the beef production or the cattle production that's very organized here. You have all of the jewelry that's on this side. I've organized here, for example, at my sausage. We have the new canned food production that's gonna use goulash and the steel. So we have the goulash next to it. And this is even more complex than in the base game, where it was already complex. We need to take the beef, which is a two-step process already. You have the vegetables, the potatoes, and the herbs. The beef actually is made over here, right, for the cattle. We have now, you know, organization there, also a bit more kind of organized. Same for my sheep farm or wool, you know, they're all next to each other here. 2 horses. We have a lot of the, you know, heavy industry on this side, including the new sewing machine, which is going to use even more steel and some timber, which is why we have even more steel production. You know, we used to have some here, we have even more on this side. So yeah, that's the 2 new production. And then you have also on this side here, the fish cannery. Taking 4 things: fish, herbs, still. So we've talked about this in the past, right? It's already an increase. A lot of the new herb production is on this side. And then we have the olive oil. Unfortunately, I don't have the olive oil fertility on this island here. So I've had to, expand this with this island here. The Pescatarian island, it has the olives fertility. So that's what we've done in this corner over here. You have two olive oil press, right? That's going to use these olives to make the olive oil. We have the olives farms over here, 4 to be precise. And what I'm doing is I'm actually giving those olives to the pescatarians, or olive oil, sorry. They like it. They like to have some. I'm also giving them herbs, clay, and some wool, by the way. And if we do Control Q, you'll see that the production are still totally, enough. I'm producing enough versus consumption, including, I'll go back to it in a second, including for the olive oil. It is, they require 1, we're making 4. And if we actually add the capital, you will see that we producing still 4 and we need 3 in total. So this is indeed, again, sufficient. And then we have a ship, I think it's probably this one, that's gonna take those olive oil and send them back. Here it is, send them back to the new island. So with this, we should actually start as soon as the ships arrive, or maybe it has started already, the first, yeah. I think we've just delivered a couple. So with that, the sardines will start. We've added a bit more bread over here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So now if we look at the whole thing, you'll see that we're producing enough everywhere. For some of them, we're even overproducing. We're gonna talk about this in a second, but for most of them, it's kind of the basic production is enough, it's close to the consumption, and nothing is under. Now we need some beer, right? And we're also gonna need cigarettes. Those come from a different island, so I had to also check, are we making enough, right? So let's check. We do beer, and I select all of them. You'll see we are making enough. And cigarettes, you'll see this is the same. We are also making enough. But I definitely had to increase the production, and the city is way bigger here on the Hop Island than it used to be. A lot more workers than before, because yeah, we now have 3 advanced paper mill. We have 2 cigarettes factory. We have, I don't know how many breweries, but probably 5 or 6. And that means, of course, we needed a lot more hop farm. Look at this, the number of hop farm that we have, the number also of wheat farms. We have more of pig farms, etc. Because we needed to also make sure that, we're producing enough for those people, right? Local production. Where we're making basically everything locally except 3 things. The potatoes, we don't have the fertility on site, and therefore also the schnapps. And then lastly, the work closes. Also because we're missing one of the fertility, we are missing the flax fertility. So those 3 are actually coming from my main island, and this is why I told you, we're overproducing on these ones. But if you look at the schnapps, for example, right, if I select both of these, you'll see we're producing enough. Same for the potatoes, same for the work clothes. So yeah, we're starting to have for sure more trade routes. You can see the 3 trade routes I just discussed are at the bottom over here. We have the beer and the cigars that are coming from the Hop Island, and then I'm delivering to both of these. Even if I don't think pescatarians need them right now, I'm still delivering it for now. We have then from my main island, my capital, we're bringing potatoes, schnapps, and work clothes to the Hop one, and we're bringing olives from the 3rd one, right, to the main one. And yeah, with this, again, as I said, we should be able to get, everything is working here. And if we look at my workers too, they're getting here the sardines. So they're happy with that. I'm also giving them, by the way, canned food and rams to get a few more workers and a bit more money. Speaking of money, we're making quite a lot, right? 14.4 of profit, despite some royal taxes, of course. So this is great. I'm still doing some missions, by the way. Always good to do. Where is the rest? Here. It's a bit hard to see with all of those debris. Let's accelerate for it to take it. Okay, and then we need to deliver to this guy. Cool. Speaking of these guys, let's look. We have now super high for Admiral Vicente. He loves us. She's still not super happy with us, even if we did manage to get the trade rights. We have a lot of money, so let's try to see how much he's gonna ask. Oh, actually, it is certain. Great. And then here the non-aggression pack is not there, but maybe here we can get it. Let's see. Yeah, medium high, that's not bad. That's not bad. Versus her, I'm pretty sure she will not want it. If we look actually, oh, she's still at war. She's at war with both of them. That's interesting. That's interesting. And are they at war with each other? Oh, they are at war with each other. So they're only not at war with me. Love it. Love it. Now, how are we going to get to the first investor? Well, we have kind of two ways. One is I could improve a few more of these workers, but that means I may have to change my productions again. The other is we could have one of the lifestyle needs to bring some new population. Unfortunately, most of them are locked right now. The only one that's open is the Bombin. This is 2 artisans. We can check how many houses we have. We have 34, so that's gonna be only 60 people. That is not gonna be enough. I need 300. So realistically, we don't actually have a choice. We're gonna need to have a few more of these people. But Bombin could have been a solution. So let's go, and by the way, I'm probably gonna degrade that one because it's a bit in the middle of nowhere. We may want to also have a few more workers' house. Let me see, we have this here, we have also there. Maybe we can have more workers here. Okay, and there. How are we doing now? We are at 1,440. So we're gonna get to 500 in a second, unlock the university. Don't know if we have the space to build it there. Oops, wrong button. But we can try to build it here. It is a few more houses, and yeah, we can fit it there. And I guess maybe we just put 2 houses here, a road there, around. Okay. And let's see if we can build it. Yes, we can. Perfect. University, pretty good range, especially as I've put some paved roads around. And so now we should be able to upgrade. We can either upgrade to terraced artisan, or we can upgrade to the engineer residence. It will take some windows. A good thing we are making already some windows. I see we're also a bit low now on workers. So let's add a few more workers again. And as I said, I may have to change a couple of the productions, like add one here and there. But I think it's more important for us at this point to make sure we have a first engineer. It is, ladies and gents, the age of science and wonder. First blue house. I'm pretty sure they have some investors. I don't see any investors there. This one is pretty not developed, actually. And here, oh, they don't have investors, it seems. Maybe I'm not that far back. There's no investors here either. There's not even engineers. Oh, okay. So we're making some good progress, actually. They started very fast, but now we're slowly but surely coming back to them. So it is, ladies and gents, our first engineer that's opening a lot of new production. Some we know about, but some that are definitely new, like the coffee dark roast. What is that? Sandwiches, smoked fish. This is all new things. We have the liquor over here that is new. So that's going to be a lot of new productions. Remember, there's also a lot of other things we still haven't looked at, like the noblesse. There's a lot of different production for the noblesse. It can actually be upgraded too into a manor. We have the military here. This can also... Oh, she's not so happy, but we have money. This can also be upgraded right into barracks. We have the pescatarians over here. which actually maybe we can now. Yeah, we can upgrade to Pescatarians tier 2. We have so much more to look at. So I hope you're excited and you'll join me in the next episode. Please smash the like button and tell me if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, and I hope to see you next time.